Today we're going to be taking a look at my Horcrux collection from the Noble Collection. Welcome back to Aguamenti, and if you're new here, my name is Tony. I make videos about Wizarding World news, merch, and events, so if you're into that sort of thing, please consider subscribing so you don't miss out on the next video. So I've been meaning to make this video for quite a while. I finally got into it, finally have all my Horcruxes here laid out in front of me, so I kind of just want to go through them one by one and check out a lot more of the details and kind of do like a deeper dive into each Horcrux. So here we have Tom Marvolo Riddle's diary with the Basilisk Fang, and we can see it's jam-packed with details. Comes with a display stand, so you can display it on a shelf really nicely. The display stand comes in two pieces, but you need both in order to actually have it stand up. And at the very bottom of the stand, you have a plaque that says Tom Marvolo Riddle. Beautiful details. At the bottom, you just have your licensing. On the back, you don't really have much. All the detail actually lives on the diary itself with the removable Basilisk Fang and beautiful leather texturing and details inside the diary. You can see on the side, it does look like a book. On the back end, you still have that same kind of leather detailing and the hole all the way through. Gorgeous details. Then we have the Basilisk Fang itself. You can see all the details on this one as well as the WB stamp right here, which is going to be face down when you have it inside the diary, so you won't be able to see it. It's not going to take away from the beautiful presentation. So the diary will run you about $65 on Noble Collection's website, but there is an alternative for $29 that doesn't have the Basilisk Fang, doesn't have a hole, and is actually a more representative version of when Ginny gets it in her cauldron. They do have that option. It's I believe it's leather, and you can actually flip it open and there's paper that you can write in. Next we have Marvolo Gaunt's ring, and it comes in a beautiful display case with nice little patterns on the sides that resemble the Deathly Hallows. We've got little indents in the wood here. This is a wood case. We've got a mirror in the back and a mirror on the bottom. And on the bottom, you just have your licensing details. You open this up and out comes your ring, very beautifully displayed there. You have that little mirror at the bottom. Let's take a closer look at the ring here. You can see it's got beautiful details all the way around, and on the top here we have the Deathly Hallows symbol for the Resurrection Stone, and the ring with the display case retails for $49. Next we have Salazar Slytherin's Locket, and it comes in a beautiful display case. And you can see here it's all black, and we've got little indents on the wood on the bottom. This is a wood display case. On the bottom we just have our licensing, and the cool thing about this is that it's got a mirrored interior, so all sides with mirrors, and you can just pull this out and you see how there's no chain inside. That's because when you pull this out, there's a chain compartment right inside, so you don't have to see the chain, the extra chain hanging around inside your display case. So there's several versions of the Noble Collection Horcrux Locket, and if you want to do an even deeper dive, I do have a video comparing 4 versions, and I'll leave that linked in the description below so you can check that out after this video. So we've got beautiful detailings, very screen accurate on the S there, and when on the back side we've got some more beautiful details. This is kind of made of some kind of metal. The chain is metal. Everything else around it is metal. We've got a nice beautiful little snake at the very top for our loop, and the Horcrux Locket actually opens up to a green felt on the inside. On the edges you just have this kind of pattern that surrounds the whole thing, and that's our Horcrux Locket. And the locket retails for $49 on the Noble Collection website. Next up, Helga Hufflepuff's cup, and we have a beautiful badger right in the center, front and center, with nice little leaves going through the entire backside, and we have this almost kind of acorn pattern here and little bumps on the edge here, and we can see a little stone there, and on the other side. On the inside you don't really have much besides a hole, and the hole is there so you don't drink out of this, so don't drink out of this. This is not good. That's not what it's for. And you've got little stripe details going down at the base and some more detailing at the very bottom. On the underside you just have your standard licensing, and it is made out of metal. Just don't know what kind. So it does have some very nice weight to it. And Helga Hufflepuff's cup will run you $49. Next, we have Rowena Ravenclaw's Diadem. Now, this beautiful piece comes in a faux leatherette box. It's got beautiful silver foiling all around the edges, on every single side, even the top side. And it opens up to this beautiful, beautiful diadem front and center. And we have the Ravenclaw crest back in the background there. And it's got this black silk lining on the inside. Beautiful display piece, probably one of the best pieces as far as Horcruxes go. Let's take a closer look at the diadem, and we've got beautiful stones all throughout. And we even have the engraving there at the bottom that says, "Wit beyond measure is man's greatest treasure." Very beautiful detailing. And on the back side, not too much going on, just your standard, you know, metal backing, but we got to show everything here. So this beautiful piece here will run you $150. But I think with the included box, it just makes for such a great piece that it's totally worth it. And next we have something that's not necessarily the Horcrux itself, but something very representative of it, and that would be Harry Potter. So these are Harry Potter's glasses from the Noble Collection. These are the 2007 version, which are no longer available. So we're gonna put these to the side and show you what you can actually get. These are brand new from the Noble Collection. They come in a faux leather box. Got beautiful Harry Potter foiling right up front and center. It's got a magnetic lid, so I really like that about this one. And then on the inside, you've got this very nice red silk cushion, and we'll pull out the glasses here. So these are the Harry Potter glasses. The new ones, a new revised edition, or reimagined as they said, which are basically a copy of the older ones. And this is what we're using, or what you can now use to represent Harry Potter in your Horcrux collection. And these retail for $50 and are now available on the United States Noble Collection website. But if you guys are curious, I do have a comparison video on these as well, so I'll also leave that linked in the description below. But again, just wait until after the video. So Nagini is number 9 of 17 out of the Noble Collection Magical Creatures series. And this is what we're using to represent her, as we don't have a real snake or a real Nagini. At the very top, you can see it says Harry Potter Magical Creatures. You've got this nice plastic frame, molded plastic. We've got plexi protecting her. And in the back, you can see that there is a scene going on. And this is at the end, at the Battle of Hogwarts. You can see the rubble from the castle in the background. And then also, when you take this off, you can see that she's in the rubble herself. So you can choose to display her with the plexi or without. I think with the plexi is totally fine. Let's take a look at the details. Look at the paint job, look at the details. Even her fangs, huge fangs that she has. Details in the mouth. And then we just have her beautiful pattern going down all the way. We've got the rubble underneath her, and we even have what looks to be the sorting hat down underneath her. You can actually remove her, and let's take a closer look at that. That does seem to be the poor sorting hat. He looks crushed. So there's all the rubble details underneath, and then we have Nagini herself. Very beautiful. And Nagini retails for $35. And Nagini is our final piece of the Horcrux collection. Personally, my favorite Horcrux would have to be the Ravenclaw Diadem. It's such a beautiful piece. It displays great, looks amazing. I just absolutely love it. I'm curious to know if you've collected all the Horcruxes yourself, or are you missing one or two, or what you're using to just even represent the Horcruxes in your collection. I want to thank you for hanging out with me while I did my little show and tell. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like on the way out and consider subscribing so you don't miss out on the next Wizarding World news, merch, and events. And I will see you in the next one.